Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahabashai, Bahawar Chakdash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who have taught us His word and teach us His word today. And I want to give a salutation unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is Buddy Yatazak Ba from the GMS Nebraska camp. This is GMS Endeavor. And in this lesson, I want to cover a portion of this article that I went into in yesterday's lesson, where I got more of this article and going into like the title says, the digital surveillance that is omnipresent in China, and how America will and the whole world will emulate this technology, to get more into that, I go into it in my last video. But there is a portion of this article that I want to talk about in this video here, where it speaks about 4 types of mental tactics for distancing oneself from surveillance. And so this speaks about how the citizens of China were surveyed, and they gave their different coping mechanisms for this quote-unquote omnipresent system of surveillance, and how they felt and how they mentally deal with it. And one of them was resorting to fatalism. So it has the quote, this is an example of a fatalist mindset. It says, "Nobody can avoid it. I don't know how to avoid this risk. I just accept it. We think it's useless to spend time discussing the social credit system since we can't change it." Now, through prophecy, we know that this, we know that the MOTB, we know that Esau enacting his image on a grand scale globally, and the MOTB on a grand scale is inevitable. We know that, him setting up surveillance, in almost every facet of our lives, and, attempting to put surveillance underneath our skin through that MOTB. We know these things are inevitable. And, we because it is prophecy, the Lord is not a man, the Most High is not a man that he shall lie. And if it's in the book, it's going to happen. But the mindset that these people have is that, it's a hopeless mindset. It's a mindset that, for example, with this surveillance state, it's happening. There's nothing I could do to beat it. I'm being watched, and they know the truth of that. They're being watched everywhere they go, that they have to act a certain way because they know that, the government or the elites are watching them. So they have to carry themselves in a certain way because, they can't defeat the man, quote unquote. It's just like 1984, where if you try to rise up against Big Brother, you're gonna lose. That's that fatalist mindset that they have, where if we go into fatalism, it's the belief that events are determined by fate and are beyond human control. Now, this is true because we don't live under our own will. We live under the Lord's will at the end of the day. As the scriptures say, let's go to Slakia. This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 24. It says, "Man's goings are of the Lord Yahweh. How can a man then understand his own way?" Right? So all of our, our actions, everything we think, everything we do, the Lord has it predestined that we would do those things, and it's through his will that we do them, And so with that being said, there is a sort of fatalist mindset that we should have in that aspect, that, it's through the Lord that everything happens. We don't have any control over that. But their fatalist mindset is that through what, men have set up and their system of things, like the Chinese surveillance system. But let's speak about it with, what we know Esau wants to enact on the whole globe, that this MOTB system that's coming, it's a fatalist mindset. Like, it's going to get set up. Everything leads to it, and there's nothing we could do about it. That's the fatalist mindset that's being perpetuated in that article, where it says, people are powerless to do anything other than what they actually do. The past, present, and future are inevitable. It basically, like, it's going to happen. So, just let it happen, and I'm just going to live, and it's going to wash over me. But the scriptures say in 1 Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 8, it says, "But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation." Now, let's read this in NLT. "But let us who live in the light," so we live in the light, that light being this truth. We have this truth. We know that Yahweh Shai will return to save his elect. We know that Yahweh Shai will return and shut down Esau's kingdom and completely destroy him and his empire once he fulfills his enterprise. We know that these things are going to happen, and we have this truth. That's what the light is. It says, "But let us who live in the light be clear-headed." That clear-headedness is living with that knowledge and knowing that, yeah, Esau is going to enact all this, but this is all a part of the Lord's plan. Esau is going to get to a point where the walls close in, and Esau is in every facet of our life making it to where you have to depend on him. When you get into Revelation 13 and 15, Revelation chapter 13, and it speaks about the image. It speaks about his mark. It speaks about how you won't be able to buy or sell. It speaks about how Esau will try to put this on every man, on like every person on the planet. And to do that, he's going to close in the walls where it makes it seem like to live, you have to worship his image. You have to get that MOTB. But through this truth, we know that the Lord is going to look out for his elect. We know the Lord is going to deliver his people. And we know that as long as we lean on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we will be provided protection. We will be able to make it through those times when Esau is trying to close us in. So that's why we have to be clear-headed. What does it say? Protected by the armor of faith and love, and wearing as our helmet the confidence of our salvation. And confidence means with faith. So we have to be faithful of our salvation. Like it says in Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of our times. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." Why is that wisdom and knowledge going to be the stability of our times? Because when it seems like where everybody in the world, they won't have this wisdom and knowledge. When these things start to happen and Esau is closing in and everyone has to depend on this wicked system that Esau is setting up, even if they know that it's wickedness, even if they know that it's wrong, but they feel like they have no other choice, we will have this hope and knowing that the Lord has been preparing us for this entire time. And that's that confidence that through the wisdom and knowledge of these scriptures, having the confidence that while Esau is enacting all this, we knew he was going to do this the whole time. And through us knowing this, we also knew that the Lord was going to provide a way for his men and the men, women, and children of the elect to eat. Because the scriptures tell us so. The scriptures tell us that, the men, women, and children of the elect were going to be protected from Esau in those times. And for some of us, as the scriptures say, in Sirach chapter 2, verse 5, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity." So there's going to be a great adversity, a great time of trouble that's coming. But even through that, we know that the elect will receive salvation, and there's going to be some of us who stay 10 toes down for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, who will be put to death on this side, because the scriptures speak about those who were beheaded. Let's get that. Revelation chapter 20 verse 4, "And I saw thrones, And they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither have received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands. And they lived and reigned with Yahushai 1,000 years. So we know that, when Esau is coming to enact this system upon the whole world, and he moves on everyone to put this MOTB in them, the way that Esau is going to come is that, like I mentioned before, he's going to make it to where you feel like you have to depend on him to get this you got to get this chip. That's how he wants you to feel. He wants you to have that fatalist mindset, like, man, I can't do nothing anyway. It is what it is. I might as well just take it. But for those of us who are of the elect, for those of us who love Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the Lord is going to put a spirit in us to where we won't fold, and we won't go crawling to Esau. Esau won't make us say uncle, and that's, those who will be beheaded, because it's because of that witness of Yahushai. It's because we trust in this truth. It's because we trust in what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai told us. And so that's why we won't get that mark or in our hand or on our foreheads. And this is where that hope comes in. Because what does it say? It says they lived and reigned with Yahushai 1,000 years. We know that there's a reward at the end of this. We know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, even if it's unto death, we know that, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We know that the kingdom comes after this. We know that we're going to be on top, and all this that Esau is doing, all this wickedness that he's coming with, is going to be wiped, and he's going to be put to shame. We have hope and confidence of that. So let's get what's that? How does the scripture go? Body, soul, hell. So this is Matthew chapter 10 verse 28. It says, and fear not them which kill the body, like Esau. He can behead us. He can he can put us to death. He can do whatever he wants to us, because he's merely killing this body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. We fear the Most High at the end of the day. We fear Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, and we will much rather go through whatever Esau has coming down the pipe, whatever he wants to enact on us, or whatever punishment he wants to put on us for not taking that mark. We'll take that, way before we'll brand ourselves as Esau's property over Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Because we fear the Most High at the end of the day. Esau is setting himself up to try to be the Most High, and he wants everyone to crawl to him and acknowledge him as so. That's what this whole system is about. And if we buckle to that, that's what we're doing. We're like, okay, Esau, you got it. That's what you are. We're acknowledging him as the Most High at that point. But nah, we fear the Most High too much for that. That's the confidence we gotta have. We trust in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai too much to let Esau break us like that. Even if it comes down to tortures, like we read in 2 Maccabees chapter 7, where you had Antiochus coming against the Israelites, trying to push Hellenization on them, and you had Israelites folding because of the cruelty that Antiochus was coming upon them with, because they we wanted to keep our ways, but Antiochus was pushing a Greek way on us, saying, no, you can't be a Jew, you can't keep your culture, this the culture you keeping. And our people was folding. But you had the righteous of our people who, no matter what Antiochus threw at them, they wouldn't fold. And then when you read in 2 Maccabees chapter 7, you read about the woman and her seven sons who were tortured because they wouldn't fold to Antiochus and the the decrees that he was putting out. They wouldn't fold to Antiochus saying, you got to carry yourself as a Greek, to stop following your ways, to stop serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. There was no way in the world that they was going to fold. So you read about the different tortures that they were put through in this chapter, and he made the mother watch all 7 of her sons get tortured and put to death before she was put to death. But the final son, which this is a good chapter to read too, because all the sons had a mighty righteous spirit in them. But this is what the final and youngest son said in the face of this adversity, in the face of this torture. So this is the mother, as a matter of fact. So this is 2 Maccabees chapter 7 verse 29. This is the mother speaking. It says, fear not this tormentor, but being worthy of thy brethren, take thy death, that I may receive thee again in mercy with thy brethren. This is hope. This is the same hope we're going to have, to where if we are in the face of death, in the face of torture, we know that there's life after death. We know that we'll be reincarnated as the first fruits of the kingdom of heaven, to rule with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years for eternity. We know that these things are coming. It says, while she was yet speaking these words, the young man said, whom wait ye for? I will not obey the king's commandment, but I will obey the commandment of the law that was given unto our fathers by Moses. So in this time, our people was following the law. This is before Yahweh Shai came, and the law was serious, because it represented the law was how we served the Most High. So this was serious. This was our connection to serving our power. So even today, when Esau comes with that chip, he's trying to sever our connection to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai by us taking that. And we have to have the same spirit. It says, and thou that hast been the author of all mischief against the Hebrews shalt not escape the hands of the Most High. For we suffer because of our sins. Because at the end of the day, this captivity and all the tribulations that we're about to have to go through, and everything that we go through in this life, is punishment for the sins that we've done in this life and our past lives. As the scriptures say, we were sold into captivity, but not for our destruction. This is the Lord chastising his people. But it says, and though the living Lord be angry with us a little while for our chastening and correction, see, it says, yet shall he be at one again with his servants. That's our hope. The scriptures speak this. The Most High is not a man that he shall lie. We know that the Most High is going to be back reunited with our people. That's what Yahweh Shai came for. And so it says, but thou, O godless man, and of all other most wicked, be not lifted up without a cause, nor puffed up with uncertain hopes, lifting up thy hand against the servants of the Most High. Hey, this is speaking towards Esau. He has he has his uncertain hopes. He has his uncertain hopes in his kingdom reigning forever, in him having dominion over all the people and dominion over the earth. That's an uncertain hope, because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to rip it away from him. It says, for thou hast not yet escaped the judgment of the Almighty Power, who seeth all things. And that's mighty ironic, because Esau wants to put this technology in us so he can be omnipresent over the people, so he can be omnipresent over our lives. But really, the Most High is the true omnipresent one. He seeth all things, and he sees the wickedness that Esau is doing, and Esau hasn't escaped the judgment of the Most High. It says, for our brethren who now have suffered a short pain are dead under the Most High's covenant of everlasting life. But thou, through the judgment of the Most High, shalt receive just punishment for thy pride. So this is the hope that we have. The scriptures have told us that, in the kingdom, we, all pain will be wiped away. All tears will be wiped away. That will be in immortal bodies, that will rule eternal. And, if we be of the elect, we call ourselves the hopeful elect. And as being the hopeful elect, we strive for those positions in the kingdom. And we be of the elect, we will have earned those bodies. We will have earned, that position as the first fruits of the kingdom, even in the face of death. Because we know that in this present life we live in, there's life to come. So if Esau wants to put us to death, or even if we make it to see salvation on this side, all the danger and the things that we will have to sacrifice and go without, being in this kingdom, or going through the system that Esau is setting up. Through all of it, man, we gonna serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and live in hope, because the scriptures are true. So hey, that's all I want to bring out with this lesson. Once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai B'Hawar Karkadash. Once again, give double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. A salutation unto the elect. Lord's will, this lesson was edifying. Hey, shalom.